So, what are you two doing? Oh, you guys are so silly. I wish I could take a picture of this, but I'm doing a live feed. Say hello to everyone, Yuka. I'm just. So, out of character, non-typical. Hey, buddy. Come in. What's up, Aiden? So, I'm still messing around. I have an appointment. At the store. So yesterday my computer was not acting right. I was having a hard time getting things. I didn't put my backdrop. You know the backdrop that I use. Hey, Aiden, I don't have my bell. So ding a ling a ling a ling. Here, hang on. And I can't highlight anything because I'm on my phone because I'm currently sitting in front of my computer trying to restore it. I was on the phone with Apple for about 2 hours yesterday, and we tried a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's not a big deal. What happened was I had updated, and the update wound up not being not exactly what I wanted. There were glitches in it. Things wouldn't work properly. I couldn't bring up my backdrop on. So you guys know, basically I feed from my computer to that as a monitor, and that's how I get the backdrop behind videos and play videos in the background between that and my PS4. And yes, I do know it's a mess because I was in the process of starting video, and so you guys know what it is. It's my full collection of knives, not just what you guys saw in the case, not the $10,000 knife collection. We're talking everything. That includes crap that you see on this shelf that's mine. There's stuff on this shelf that's mine. That entire milk crate is full of knives, and there's still knives in the house in boxes that like haven't been out, like stuff that is up in my daughter's room, my other end hack, all that stuff still is laying around in the house. I mean, there's just knives everywhere. So not only is there an entire milk crate full of knives there, and I have some knives here, and there's knives here, and my knife case. There's knives in here. There's knives everywhere out here. There's knives in here. I still have to give, this is still, there's stuff here still that I haven't done. So I had a big video I was going to film, and when I got ready to start doing it, it wasn't just that I couldn't get the background to run properly. Apple iTunes would crash, or not iTunes, the Apple editing software would crash like constantly, like crash. So as I'd be editing, as I would do cuts, it would stop responding and it would crash and I would have to go back. I mean, it was saving a lot of the stuff I was doing, but the fact was things weren't working right after the update. So I decided to call Apple, and what the plan was I was just gonna downgrade back to a last update that I have on the hard drive. So I have a hard drive that there's a snapshot of everything that was on that computer until yesterday on here. So no, I did not spill beer on it. It'd be a lot easier to isolate the issues if I had spilled beer on it. So, but yeah, I was gonna do the full-on knife collection. Ken, it's never hot here. I'm in Southern California. It stays between 72 and 85 year round. It's like, you can ask all you want. Even when it is hot out here, it's not that hot when I open the door and I get ventilation going. So it's not, currently it's 66 degrees in this garage. You can see it's obviously not hot. I'm wearing a sweatshirt. So everybody just immediately, guys, I get these crazy spam phone calls. Why are there 13 people here and only 6 likes? See, I can see it now. I can see when you guys are BSing. There's a lot of people did not hit that like button. And thank you again, Aiden. That's what I say. I don't know where Ken is. Ken must live on the surface of the sun because Ken always asks if it's hot. I'm like, it's, for a good chunk of the world, it's winter, unless you're in Australia. So let's go in. I'm drinking, this is where we're at. I'm drinking yesterday's coffee. So let me clean this lens off a little bit. Hazy. So 12 people, 8 likes. I have moderators that usually do this stuff. Just be sure not a certain. Yeah, well, hey, I watched a thing about that. So if somebody tries to tell you you can't do that, that it's like, oh, it's illegal. It's Collins versus California and Houston versus Hill. There's Supreme Court. Those are the Supreme Court rulings and judgments that said that even if it's considered offensive language, using the F word as a critique of police or government is 100% falls under your First Amendment rights. Now, don't get me wrong, doing it here is incorrect. But in case anybody wanted to know where your right to free speech is generated and comes from, that's if like a cop ever pulls you over and you said, like maybe you said fuck the police out the window or something, and a cop pulls you over, there you go. Houston versus Hill and Collins versus California, both Supreme Court cases that upheld your right to express your displeasure with the government and the police with the use of an expletive. The big one that we don't use on here very often because it demonetizes things, the big F-bomb. There you go. Now, would I be happy if I went to a sporting event and I had, say, a young child or even my daughter who's 14 and everyone started yelling that? Now that she's a little older, probably not as offended or upset, but when she was younger, I would have been. 11 for 11, that's what I like to see. 11 people, 11 likes. So this is just gonna be real quick. I'm making coffee. I'm gonna try and do some stuff. I got some other stuff I can catch up on. I do have sharpening to do. I have like 3 Norsemen here for sharpening. No, I am. But okay, Ken. I live literally there is only one more American exit. One more United States, like U.S. exit before you hit Mexico from my house. Why would I microwave a burrito? There are 24-hour burrito shops literally everywhere. I'm within a 10-minute walk of a burrito shop, a taco shop. That is amazing. Why would I microwave a burrito? That's madness that you're speaking. Madness. Silliness. So I know that you don't want to be filmed, but I have to film this. So I have the cat, the dog, and the wife all on the couch. Hi, Shop Cat.
I need to get up.
Hi, baby. Keep hitting her with your tail. Keep hitting her with your tail. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. Look at that tail. I want to go to work, but I can't. Well, technically, I'm working. So, should be delivered today. That's cool. I just had a bunch of shipping and packing stuff shipped up. Has anyone seen anything from Metal Man Sean? MMS? He won that. He won that knife, and I haven't. I just got to thinking about it. I have not heard from him forever. So the wife's getting ready to go to work. She complains about it, but then when she comes home, she's like, I was like, well, we'll find you a different job. And and stuff like that. And she's no, I like my job. I was like, all you do is bitch about it. Where's everyone going? So we're doing morning coffee. I'm gonna have a cup of coffee here. I'm trying a couple things that they recommended. One of the things that I thought that I might try is to take this and disconnect it. If you guys can see, you guys see the intros and stuff. All that stuff that you see in my intros actually does stay on my workbench. It's just cluttered right now because I'm messing with stuff, and have been filming. All the pins and I told Zach that I went the opposite direction. Oh, you guys don't need my Wi-Fi password. I told Zach I went the opposite direction with his do something kind for someone, and that's the patch that I prefer. So yeah, there's knives everywhere. I'm working on stuff. I was also going to film a first impressions of the hover wing. Again, it's basically going to be a redo of a video I already shot. And Jared and I talked about it the other day on the phone, and he was like, well, he's like, I don't think that your first impression is actually first impressions. And I disagreed with him. He's like, when it comes out of the box, that's a first impressions. I was like, no, that's an at a glance. That's not a first impressions. That's like an at a glance, like, ooh, that's a cool looking card. That's not a first impressions. I personally don't think you can make a first impressions till you've had it in hand and in pocket for at least an hour. So typically, because this has been in hand, but it has really not been in pocket, typically I'll do the unboxing of stuff that comes in. Then I do the first impressions after I've had it in my pocket for like an hour or two. Then I will do the first impressions. And after I've carried it for like a week or two, then I do the full review. But it looks like this is progressing. It says 7-8 minutes. Let's hopefully this. Josh, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do a live feed tonight. If I can't get this computer up and running, I can't do anything tonight. And then tomorrow's going to be busy. And I was just giving you guys an update now because I might not be home. I don't know what's going to happen. If this is a long endeavor to get this thing fixed, I figured I'd do it now on my phone because I don't like doing lives from the phone. They're going to be short. If I do lives from my phone, they're always going to be short, way shorter than the other ones. So I had somebody comment, I wish I had my computer up and running. I did the video about this, and one comment was like, it's not a Black Friday sale. And I was like, look, I didn't get this from Olight. I got this from full30.com. They're the full30.com guy that gets merchandise to send out for review. I get it from him, and I get stuff from Olight. This came from him, and all of the emails that came from Robert at Full30 said that I was getting this, and they wanted the video up by the 28th for a Black Friday sale. I'm like, okay, they want to get way ahead of it, so I did it as a Black Friday. And I said I put the link in as I didn't know when and everybody was like, it's a Halloween sale. And I was like, if you go look, it clearly states. I was like, guys, I didn't go to Olight's website and look at what this sale was. I was going off the information I was provided. And I was like, so you can go fuck yourself. But the guy was kind of cool about it. But the other one was like, oh, I like how you did stuff that other reviewers didn't do. Like you put it next to an AR and you dropped it and showed. I was like, well, first of all, stuff that comes in for review, I try not to damage because one of two things is going to happen to it. I'm either going to keep it for me, which probably is the case for this because this is a great flashlight, or I'm going to give it to you guys. In either case, I don't really want to damage it. And two, this is not a pew pew channel. Why would I put it next to an AR? First of all, I don't even have one. I don't know how I feel about the showdown music, the whistling from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly playing in the background. isn't damaging stuff. Damaging stuff is my thing, but in the course of use, not just on purpose. Your time is now. I don't even have a pew pew here. I didn't even bring one down with me this morning. I was gonna tell my daughter to throw one down to me, and I was like, that's a bad idea. So yeah, I got this light. I like this light. It's a great light. Yeah, you can see, like, we have mosquitoes this time of year really bad. So if you were to look, oh, here, I can show you. Uh-oh, Aiden retracted a message. What did Aiden say? So we get mosquitoes real bad. So I have these scented mosquito coils down here. I also have a mosquito fogger. This is an entire bag of epoxy. My buddy just gave me an entire set of DeWalt power tools and like 10 batteries. That entire bottom shelf is full of batteries and tools. There's like 10 batteries in there and 3 chargers. I do have one bad one. But I have an angle grinder now. I have a jigsaw. I already had my Ryobis, my tools, and I have 4 batteries. So I actually just make sure and check these. Yeah. I haven't checked these in a while, and I do know that these batteries do need to be checked occasionally. So I don't think I'm going to have a problem making my next project when I can get around to getting the rest of the stuff I need. Most of it's cost. I'm going to try to make a router table to do some of the stuff that I can't do on my grinder. And it's a workaround. So a carbide cutter on a router mounted up through, and then I can just use that. Zach, I would if I had one. I don't have money for, like, none of the knives you guys see on here, with the exception of no, I've got a, I don't know what the wife was watching. So no, I don't. Guys, I would have to redesign the whole knife, and I don't have the time for that right now. I like the idea of a mini stonefish, but it's not going to be one of those ones where I go up and I get a piece of metal and I play around with it and design it, 'cause that's an expensive proposition to just basically waste a piece of steel if it doesn't come out the way you want it. You know what I mean? So that's one of those ones that's just gonna have to be done in CAD. And one, I don't have CAD. And two, I don't have CAD. Two, I wouldn't want to try and teach myself that stuff. And three, the people that would help me with it are all busy. So unless you want to do it in CAD yourself and then send it to me for review as a 2D viewable file, then it's probably not gonna happen. Ken Wongs, are you sure the people in that California city are into decent things? Yes, Ken, I've lived here for, I don't know where Ken's at. I don't think Ken's actually in the United States. I get a feeling that there's some language barrier here. I 100% know that they're into decent things here. I've lived in San Diego for 14 years minimum, closer to 16 years. I've been in San Diego. My kid is 14. She was born here. So I'm pretty sure they're into decent things here. City to city changes. You can go to Ohio and be in a shithole and then go 2 towns over and it's better. Like, that's, like, I try not to judge, like, everybody's like, oh, just California's a shit. Yeah, do I disagree with their policies? Yes. Are those policies enforced in San Diego area? Not very much. So, where are you from? I could probably find something, like, I'm from Ohio, but where do you live? Because I could probably find something to shit on about it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I prefer not to talk about politics and policies and different states and things like that. I have a channel for that. It's called full30.com. I have a channel over there on there. I have a link to it in the description of my videos. If you would like to go over and see some of my political views and what I think about some of this stuff, that's where you go do it, because this is not the platform for it. I get tired of people. Like, it's not the conversation I want to have here. So, No, guys, if like I know that there's another sale coming. I have more Olight stuff coming. I know there's another sale. Hopefully I don't, maybe I'll drop that one. I mean, hell, I dropped this one by accident in the video. I love these. Ken, didn't I just say here? Ken, I do believe that I just stated that we weren't going to talk about any political stuff. Please stop talking about political stuff, even if it's an opinion. All right, Ken's in timeout. Consider dropping it in your next flip-flop. I did. I dropped it right on my foot. I dropped it right on my foot in sandals. Ken's in timeout. This thing says it's got 10 minutes left. This actually is looking promising. This is doing stuff that it wasn't doing before. What did Zach do? So I was busy talking with Zach. Saving to buy a Hinderer Emmet. I think it'd be a great rival to the Stonefish. I don't think you can compare them. I think they are two completely different animals. I do know that I'm working on trying to get I am trying to get a dagger version of the Stonefish out. Is this, you talking about the bezel on this? I like the Stonefish. I think it's a good knife. I think it's a viable knife. Ooh. It's looking as though it's going to take 24 hours. Or 24 minutes, I mean. I'm not sure if that's hours or minutes. 15 minutes, 39 seconds. That's the best I've seen it. It does look like it's doing something different. I don't have the error code yet. 20 CV is tough to beat with the Stonefish. The only thing I would say that would beat it is if it's done with a custom heat treat. Or, I mean, there's other steels that are comparable. Like S125V is a great steel. It's just really hard to work with. S125V, it'd be about the only thing I would say. Now, I do like S125V. Super expensive, super hard to deal with, super wear resistant. So once you get it sharp, it's nuts. I saw somebody ask something about ARRPM9. I want to stick around at least long enough to see if that thing's gonna give me another error code. Best grit for ARRPM9. I personally like about 600 grit. Did you guys like the little movie trailer thing that I did yesterday before my computer crapped on me? It took forever to do that. And that's why I decided I wanted to downgrade the operating system, was because it took way too long to make that video. Oh, the computer shit again. The computer crapped out on me. It was a bad update. So I updated, and the second I updated, I noticed I started having problems. I tried to work through them. They were just too painful to work through. There was just too much that wasn't working properly, and it interfered with filming. And I was like, okay, I'll call Apple and I will downgrade to the last. I downgraded to the last operating system, and that was the plan. Only it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. It just stopped. Like, it stopped working. So the folks at Apple are like, well, we'll make you an appointment. I'm hoping that I'm trying it again one more time right now to see if it'll work. But yeah, there's 19 people here, 17 likes. See, I can see it today. I'm on my phone. Nice shirt. I think I may have had an influence in fucking taste in clothing. How old is the MacBook? It's like not even 2 years, I don't think. It did not run hot. It was not running hot. it was just everything was running slow. So you would click on something and it would take a very long time for it to process through. No, she was putting her shoes on. She didn't even know I was filming her. So on top of everything, this sits on a fan. So anytime we're filming or anytime I'm doing something like editing that does use a lot of CPU, GPU, it sits on that fan and it keeps it from overheating. As a matter of fact, I need to turn it on. I need to plug it in and turn it on. Because I thought I closed your door yesterday when I closed mine. She does not need the I'm with stupid shirt. Everybody already fucking knows. There's enough people in San Diego that follow me on YouTube that we go places. And that's why she doesn't want to be on camera anymore. Because remember, we had the whole stalker thing. And we'll go places and people will recognize me. More accurately, they recognize the hat. We've went several places and had it happen. And she's like, she doesn't like it. After we had the whole stalker deal and the guy threatening my daughter and all that stuff. We're really strict. It's like, I don't film, like you won't see I'm real cautious to either not film it or blur if I'm filming out inside of the house, house number, license plate numbers, things like that. But I will take you here and we're gonna look down the street. My neighbor Anthony's got his truck warming up. So, I love that coffee mug too. 300 what a shot. I don't know what we're talking about. I missed something. Rubicon. Hey, Rubicon, I wasn't like trying to call you out about sending that stuff. Like I said, I don't want you to think I was like pushing you. Where's that shit at? No, I wanted to make sure that there wasn't anything that you were going to need to make a claim on. I already answered you, Snuzz. It's 600 grit. Said it already once. I don't look good without the beard. I look like a fucking Muppet. I'll tell you why I have the beard. When I shave the beard off, I look like I'm fucking 12. I'm 47 years old. I trimmed it down just to the goatee. I got carded for beard. Because California, they're like, oh, you have to at least look 35 before we don't card. And I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. I'll show you my goddamn. Would you like to see my retiree card? I like 600. I'm trying to find where I set my coffee down. Oh no, I get it. Like I said, I just wanted to make sure you didn't have stuff that was out there that you needed to make a insurance claim to get your $50. I got a bunch of new packing stuff that's cheaper for me to send stuff out for the giveaway stuff. So don't expect hard side boxes. So love the first knife. What knife did I show in the Bollywood? I forget which knife I showed in the Bollywood one first. I'd watch it, but unfortunately my computer's not working. Damn it, I've gone and done it. You can't rotate your alignment. So if you have it with one side being up when you start, it has to stay that way. And I'm trying to hook to a charger. And oh, I know what I can do. I have that cool ass battery bank. So I might run this for a little bit. I'm just gonna run it until I see if the computer thing is gonna work. It says that it's starting internet recovery. This might take a while. So I just was gonna keep you guys on just till we found out what was going on. I have a battery bank. Red and white handled one. Red and white. Oh, The fixed blade, the dragon scale. Yeah, the that is ruby red frost with cherry. That is ruby red frost dragon scale with cherry red linen micarta inlay liners. That's what it is. Just, you know. So I have this battery bank, and I really love it. I've been using it a lot. It looks just like the old, I mean, even the buttons are fidgetable. It looks just like the old original. Name of the first knife is the name of the first knife is the North Country EDC 2 by Bark River Knives. And it's beautiful. And it gets, good God, Anthony's truck is loud. He's got an F350 diesel. Got off work at 8 a.m. Got to drive for about an hour to the cabin for the weekend and celebrate my daughter's birthday. What sleep. This doesn't, there is no, all it is a battery. It's just meant to look like it. They don't do it. You can't even open that. But it's great because I can plug it in. Dave, you drive safe. I don't know what cabin you're going to. You're up in LA. I gotta get this apart and clean it. This thing is dirty. But I have, like I said, I have 3 of these in for sharpening. But I'm not sharpening today. My wife was like, well, what else are you gonna do? And she's like, can you sharpen today? I was like, no, because my arm hurts so bad today. I sharpened a bunch of stuff yesterday and did a bunch of stuff. So I don't remember if we talked about it. I did. Are you going up to Lake Arrowhead? Okay. Bring me back a case of water. I sharpened a bunch of stuff and tore apart a Remington 700 bolt action pew pew, big long one, to do a full cleanup on it and disassemble the bolt assembly and all that stuff. And I think between that and all that, I've got that. And then I slept wrong. I've got it all inflamed. So I was looking at the shelf and I'm like, I got stuff here for sharpening. But like when I push here, it hurts. When I push right here on the back of my thumb, it hurts all the way up and down my arm. I'm like, yep, I don't think I'm going to be doing a lot of sharpening today. So just right here at that point, right there, I'm like, good God, that hurts. I've been putting that CBD cream on it. Well, don't push there. No, I mean, but like just moving it, I can feel it hurts there. When I touch it, I'm like, oh God, it's like I got pins and needles up and down my arm, and then my hand hurts at that point. I just tried to do too much, which is exactly what the doctor warned me against. He's like, no, you can get back into doing stuff, but just take it easy. Don't try to overdo it. And then I spent an entire day mixtapes, which now are basically playlists. Would you stop? She's not. She already left. She's gone. I'm here. I'm lower than dirt on the food chain around here. The wife is king. The animals, the wife is king. Like I'm worm spit. I don't matter. The dog, the cat, they don't give a shit about me. I gotta clean up. That's not the cat. I thought the cat was right there. I came around the corner. I was like, oh, where's the cat? Oh, that's not the cat. So as you can see, like I said, we have stuck with the whole, this room is a nice quiet room where we can just relax. My wife has she's been having a lot of back issues, and it's easier for her to sleep on the couch. So that's like one of the two of us have been sleeping on that couch for basically the last couple months. I don't think we've both slept in the bed upstairs for 2-3 weeks, something like that. Because when her back starts hurting, then I move, it bothers her, and then I have tried that thing that the doctor said not to sleep on that side, and I just can't do it. I can't sleep on that couch. It just kills me. So getting old sucks. Well, a lot of times she'll lay down on the couch to watch Japanese TV on her phone or something like that, or to lay down and just like play on her phone. She reads a lot of Japanese manga, so she'll lay down and she falls asleep there and she stays there. I got news for you. After 20 years of marriage, we're fine with being apart. Like, you don't have to spend every minute of the day together. This is promising. It's still doing something. This is the best it's been so far on this computer thing. So, but I'm not gonna stay on here too much longer. It winds up eating up so much space on my phone to do this. Aiden, she's Japanese. I mean, everyone in Japan loves manga because manga is like, there's just so many. Like, you're thinking like the weird, crazy, stupid ones. No, she reads one about basketball players, and she watches the Japanese animation. I can't remember the name of the show, but it's a cartoon about basketball players, and there's one she watches about baseball, and there's just like, she reads those. She doesn't read like the weird manga. Damn it, so much stuff I need to be doing right now. She loves Initial D too. I can always, like, I'll be out here and I'll have the door open and I can tell when she's gotten she watches that on the computer while she's doing the she was watching Initial D the other night. I was out here and I was like puttering around in the garage doing something, and she was like, I hear Initial D, and I'm like, oh, I know what she's watching. Wouldn't that be like the first time a chick like loses her virginity? Couldn't you also call that the Initial D? Don't know. Just asking for a friend. Right? Right? You chuckled when I said that. I know you did. Deep down inside, places you don't like to talk about, you found that humorous. Oh, so watch this. That turned on the wireless charging. Also has a flashlight. And then you can turn off the wireless charging. So, yeah, God, I really wanted to. I can probably still film. I can still film all that stuff, I think. I think I got room to film everything. I can still film everything. I just won't be able to edit it. That's the problem. Like, I don't have much up for next week. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I didn't film anything this week. I didn't film much of anything last week because last week was spent pretty much editing all the stuff from Blade Show, or I'm sorry, California Custom Show, and still trying to get some stuff done. I have a lot of stuff that I have filmed. I have a lot of raw footage that I filmed that I'm either unhappy with and things like that. So that's, there's a lot of stuff that's filmed. I just haven't gotten it cobbled together, edited, or repaired. And so, like, I had a lot of stuff. I didn't film anything that's ready to go. So when this computer comes back, I'm gonna be busy. So even if this computer comes back, I don't think there's gonna be a live feed tonight. I got too much others. I gotta film for next week. Like, the live feeds are great, but now that I've set a schedule, I have to kind of stick to it. R32. R32 is where it's at, bro. R32, not the R33. The R32 is where it's at when it comes to Skylines. Somebody asked where I got this coffee cup. I got it from a friend of ours named Brian. Brian with a Y, so R. It's YRIAN, I guess then. Like, I don't make up the rules on how people spell their name. Just kidding. It's Brian, Bryan, but I find it more humorous to spell his name with a Y, Rian. All right, Brian, like you can't be judgy because you're the one that told me that that's how you spell your name. I should be a barista at. Is it worth carrying a fixed blade in California, or is it too risky? Okay. So here's the thing. California, you can carry anything you fucking want in California when it comes to a knife, as long as it's not an auto, as long as it's not a specific types of daggers. Like some daggers are okay, some are not. You got to look into it. And then autos, ballies, and some daggers. Some daggers are okay. Those are what's illegal. You can carry anything you want in California. California, by law, regardless of blade length, anything, fixed blade, as long as it's not concealed. Now, there's municipalities, like in San Diego, carrying a fixed blade's got to be exposed, not concealed. Fixed blade, or a folding knife, no limit in San Diego. If you go to San Francisco, however, it's a 3-inch maximum. And then I don't know what the rules are in San Francisco as far as carrying of fixed blades. But in San Diego, you can carry anything you want as long as if it's a fixed blade, it's not concealed. I carry my sea snake. I carry my sea snake. I carry my stonefish. I carry my... I'm not gonna lie, I went into... All right, Ken, this is your last warning. It's not that I don't agree or disagree. YouTube doesn't agree or disagree. You're on the verge of being banned. Okay, that was your warning. So now you're not in timeout. You can all speak your minds. You know, maybe some of you are a bit afraid to do so. I know some of you agree with what I'm saying. That's great. I agree too. But the problem is, this is my fucking job, Ken. And if you come in here and you say things that are on the list of things that the YouTube doesn't want said, then I lose my income. This is my whole job, Ken. Coming in here and being in the comment section and saying things that I say are banned subjects. It's not me that's saying it. There's a list of 2,900 words that you can no longer say on YouTube, and a whole list of topics that are off that are on the no-no list. So please, if you want to be in this community on this channel, I'm fine with it. No firearms. No, I mean, I've made my peace thing about like the First Amendment. I gave you court cases. That's it. Get off it. Get off it, or you're just not welcome. I'm sorry. You're on a very fine line at the moment. So it's not me. It's not me. I don't set these rules. YouTube sets these rules. I have to live in this space. I have a whole nother channel that it's on a whole nother platform where I do talk about some of these things. I just haven't done it for a while. So I'm not happy about having to tell people that they can't say what they want on my channel. But for fuck's sake, come on. This is you're jeopardizing other people's income when you come into their platform and go into the chat section and do shit like that. And I take it personal. It's pissing me off. I've said it. I've set the rules. I've set the guidelines. If you don't want to follow them, the fuck off my channel. Sorry. So I didn't mean to, if people are leaving, I'm sorry. So at any rate, yeah, the computer looks like it's got about, I can't tell. I don't know how long it's going to take this thing. I can boot up. Oh, I'm hoping this works. I'm hoping this works. I have so much other stuff that I have to edit. So sorry if people were leaving because I got pissed, but you know, I think I've said it enough times. I shouldn't have to continue. Speaking of that knife that we were alluding to, it's right here. So this is the first production run of the Bark River EDC, North Country EDC 2. Now, I don't remember if this is the bigger version or the smaller version. I have the knife, I have the box for this somewhere. But then there's like, I got my Lackey. That wasn't in the video. So there's stuff in here. There's stuff in here, like I've got to get it all put together and consolidate. Yes, I'm wearing socks and sandals in my garage because I'm in and out of the house so much. Are there knives? There might be knives over here. I believe there probably are. Yeah, there's knives. There's stuff in this, stuff in that. So I like the Lackey too. I find it a little thicker than I would want compared to some of the other like pocket EDC friendly, neck EDC friendly knives. Compared to like, I kind of spoiled myself with my sea snake design. As much as I like the Lackey, it's a good knife. I like the thinness and cutting capability that I get from the sea snake because it's just thinner and it's straighter. I'm gonna go sit down over here. If we're gonna continue this for another few minutes, I want to grab my coffee and sit down. I don't know what I did with my coffee. So I don't know. The plan was Saturday that the kid and I were going to go to find out today if a viable option, because I was just told that that whole military salute to the troops thing is only happening during the week, not on weekends. I was like, why would you black that out for veterans? We have jobs, motherfuckers. It's November. It's not even like summer break or anything. SE3 or 4. SEs are good. For a long time, I thought I had to have a thick knife to do a lot of things. I don't camp. I'm not an outdoor survivalist in any shape or form anymore. And I found that the knives that I would want are no longer the big, bulky, thick knives that, yeah, you can baton with them. You can split wood with them. Yeah, they're great for that. I much prefer something thin and slicey. In my day-to-day use now, you're not going to find a lot of my Farron Forge knives are still bulky. They still cut real well. I don't know how they don't cut as good as some other knives, but they still cut really, really well, even the thicker ones. So I typically am carrying things that are thinner and slicier and work better for the tasks that I would do now on a day-to-day basis. That thing is just sitting there spinning. So oh dear, my timer. Give me just a moment. I shall return. Don't go anywhere. I have to take care of this. I have to address this. I had something ready to go. All I have to do is go send it. Give me just a moment. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. I promise. I'm back. I wanted to send something at a specific time. Oh, cancel. What was that? I told you guys I'd be right back. I said don't go anywhere. People don't listen. I said I'd be right back. The Lackey doesn't feel great in hand. Really? Winston? I find it just a very plain handled knife is what I find it to be. Just picked up a Stretch 2 in K39. I did not like the Stretch all that much. Almost like to get a thinner blade. Really? Can you hear me at least? Now, audio is good. Well, if you guys aren't getting video, I'll just end this then. So I apologize, guys. I'm going to end it. Sorry for the last couple minutes of black screen. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'll let you guys know what's going on with the computer. There's a good likelihood we won't do a live feed tonight. So guys, take it easy. I love you all. See you later.